Yeah, so Luke, that's the work that we're doing with cancer. We've been getting reversals, um, like I said, almost weekly, and it doesn't matter what part of the body it's in. It doesn't matter what stage it's in. Once you start treating the cancer as if it's a parasite and you starve it of what it likes, which is mainly glucose. Then you boost up your immune system so the immune system can fight for you. And then you take antiparasitics. This combination of three uh, interventions, diet, immune system fortification, and antiparasitics, I've found to be a powerful combination that is solving the problem in almost all cancers.
Okay.
So that's where I'm
Amazing.
at. That's where I'm at with it. Most of the people who get Herbal Results products are usually dealing with high blood pressure. So they use it for high blood pressure. But since I put out the book on cancer eradication, the book was just I published the book in January of this year. So it's been spreading around. A lot of people have been using it, and people have been getting great results. And so my job is to create more awareness, do more lectures. I travel around and do these live lectures for people. I train a lot of doctors. There's a lot of doctors who are disenchanted. Um, the product is in Ghana right now as an herbal medicine. So the FDA has approved it so doctors can prescribe it. So I'm working with some doctors in Ghana who are using the protocol. And we've got about 3 patients right now. We actually recently had a woman with a stage 1 breast cancer tumor. And when she was told about the fasting, she was told to only do 3 days, but she actually ended up doing 7. And in the 7 days, she fasted and took the olive leaf extract, and then she went back to get a scan, and her tumor completely is gone in 7 days.
Wow.
So, yeah, and so my job is just chronicling these stories now because it sounds extraordinary, and I believe that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. So my job is to provide the evidence just because of my training in law school. I understand how important evidence is, right? So my job is to not get written testimonials, get video testimonials. So like, for instance, like Luke, if you have your father do the protocol and he does it for a couple months and finds out he's cancer free, that's someone I would interview and he would tell his story. And what happens is that we start creating a library of success where people can reference to the success of this approach, even if I'm not around.
I want to also go back, if you don't mind, to if you could repeat you said there were 4 types of people that
Right,
really
right.
helped you, and you said it, number one, you hit it on
Yes,
the guys that are easy because they've
yes,
had worse experience. The second people were sent home to die. If you could,
yes,
the third and the fourth, because
yes.
this was amazing, and then we're going to get back to Luke's father.
Yes. So the third group of people, so the first group is the people who don't want anything to do with the medical system. They want natural things. The second group are the people who've been sent home to die. The third group are the people that I would call the trust in Allah, but tie your camel people. And
Uh-oh.
what I mean by that is that those are the people who are doing the chemotherapy, radiation, like the hospital told them to do, but they also want to do the herbal. So they want to do everything, right?
It's like a
They
thing,
want
yeah.
to do conventional and they want to do natural. And they'll do them both. That's the trust in Allah, but tie your camel people. So that group of people comes to me as well. They're going to do the chemo, but they believe that there's value in a natural approach too. So they'll just do both. And then the fourth group of people are family members of people who are in group 1, 2, or 3.
They're all family members, though, right?
Right. So their family, no, what happens is that the people who are in group 1, 2, or 3 are telling that family member who only wants to do what the doctors are saying, hey, you should look at this alternative because it's not going to be toxic. Chemo is going to hurt you in some type of way. Radiation is going to be toxic to you in some type of way. You might want to add this on to what you're doing or try this. And they're not really happy about calling me. They've really just been coerced to call me through their family member. So they're only calling me reluctantly so that the family member will get off their back.
Yeah.
Those are the hardest people to deal with.
Oh my God.
But
I heard
those
that
are
bottom of
those
the
are the
list.
four.
Yes.
Yeah, those are the four groups of people who come to me
Well, I think
for cancer.
for what I know of Luke and being in his life, it's his father that is the either two or three. If you could elaborate on that, Luke, because it seems that he's trusting in these pharmaceutical pills that he's on. You know how they have the 7 days a week uh pills where you just like
Yeah,
open it on Monday and you take the 10 pills on that day,
yeah.
etc. That's the protocol for a lot of our elders, Heru, and they're just committed to it because I mean when I think about that whole pharmaceutical thing, it I mean pharmaceuticals have been around for what, since the 1950s maybe, and you know nature's been around forever of course, but the heavy reliance on pharmaceuticals, doctors, drugs for internal health. And it seems that there's a kind of mental programming. So share with us what you do to get through to the number 4 and 3 people. I guess for the 3 people, they just see the product working. They see what the extract is doing to literally, and the protocol is doing to literally obliterate uh, the cancer or whatever disease and sickness. But the number 4s, what's your secret to
Oh,
handling
so
that kind of combat?
yeah, so for me,
Yes,
I'm not in the business of convincing people.
only informing. Yes,
Yeah, I just tell people what it is. To me, the uh, testimonials speak louder than any words because I also understand that they don't know me from anybody. They never heard of me. They don't know if I'm selling wolf tickets. They don't know if I'm selling snake oil. They don't know if
right.
I'm just trying to sell a product. So I'm sensitive to that and I understand that. So I tell people before they even talk to me,
Yes,
go to the testimonials page first, watch the interviews, and if you then want to talk to me, we can take a time to talk. See, so I want people to invest a little bit of their time into understanding what's going on because all of my videos, I actually explain thoroughly what has caused their sickness, what's their root cause of their illness. Like all diabetes people, I let them know it's not diabetes you have insulin resistance. All high blood pressure people, I let them know that your high blood pressure is just a side effect of arterial inflammation, and your inflammation is coming from the food that you're eating, mainly sugar. Cancer people, I let them know you have an intracellular parasite that is growing that has gone through immune escape. The immune system has no longer been able to ward off these parasites. They've escaped and they are multiplying in different parts of your body. That's why someone can have prostate cancer and then they'll take out your prostate and then you end up having bladder cancer or lung cancer because you've never dealt with the root cause. It's just like, these doctors, all of them should be required to take a mandatory course on farming. Because if you grew fruit trees,
yes, as
then
you do.
you would know that you don't resolve the diseased fruit of a tree by cutting off that fruit or the branch. Because what's going to happen is that the disease is just going to spread to other parts of the tree.
Yes,
See, but they somehow think that you can cut off a woman's breast when she has a cancer tumor and that'll be it. But then they all know that the tumors just spread in different parts of the body. They just go
yes.
to the other breast, whatever, until they run out of things to cut out of you. I mean, I have a woman that I'm talking to, and she's had like 7 surgeries over 20 years, cutting out different organs or part of her organs. It's like they don't even have anything else to cut out anymore. you know,
For a living.
um,
Wow.
because they're not dealing with the root cause. So even if you do the chemotherapy and the radiation, the cancer goes away, it's only
Mhm.
gone into remission. It's just going to just because you haven't killed the parasites, those parasites are actually going to come back stronger.
Wow.
You see, and they come up to different parts of that's why you see many people with cancer, they resolve it for a year or two and then it comes back. Oh,
Can
it's
you
come back
explain?
and it
Can
comes
you
back
explain?
stronger.
Can you explain for us then? Because I mean, usually when lay people like me, a lay person hears remission, we're thinking that it has an opportunity to resurface stronger or not. Like remission could be, it's like you're playing
Yeah,
Russian roulette with your health. So
yeah.
what does remission actually mean? Does that mean that this is gone, or it's
No,
actually gone for now and it's going to come back?
Well, I think everyone should take that it's gone for now and it's going to come back. That's what they should take it for because they haven't dealt with the root cause.
Right.
And the overwhelming majority of people who have cancer are actually repeat offenders. People who've had cancer before went into remission and it just came back.